Race number 5 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 2:59. It's the Lavazza Handicap over 1,000 metres. The replay horse can look at the really good trial of Fraternize at Larkhill.
Global Reset's about to switch wider. Prozone sticks closer to the inside and right off the track and starting to wind up now as they head down the straight is Fraternize. Anyone's race at the 200. Saxy Philly had taken the lead clearly. On the outside, Better Do Good now. Global Reset's out and running. And off the track is Fraternize coming over the top. Better Do Good hit the front. Fraternize getting to it. Fraternize goes home best and wins.
There wasn't many quicker trials on the day than that of Fraternize. 55.66 seconds for the 5-year-old gelding. He's only had the 9 starts, which isn't many for a horse of his age. Most of his best efforts have been when he's been first up and fresh. He's had 1 win and 2 seconds from 3 starts. And I think this horse might be untapped, if you like, for a horse going around in a Class 3 handicap. Goes on top here for Joe Azzopardi and Team Pearce. Number 4, Disco Riffy, I think might be one of the major dangers here. It reunites with Paul Harvey. Good to see the Pontiff back in the saddle. I think he heard Best Trip rather is 1,000 metres and steps back to the 1,000 from the 1,200 of last start. Number 3, Platypus has certainly got the speed weightings to win a race such as this, but it's increasingly looking like she is a serial non-winner. Does get Taylor Stone for the first time on Wednesday, and she claims to bring the weight down to 57 kilos. And then number 2, Damn Ready, blinkers on for the first time in WA, also probably strikes a good track for the first time since moving to the west. The trials were really good for this horse. He has been a little bit disappointing on soft surfaces. Would not be at all surprised if he improved out of sight on Wednesday. And do make note of number 1, Desert Thorn. This is a horse coming back from a Broome campaign. My top selection in race number 5, I'm going to go with number 5, Fraternize, to beat 4, Disco-rific, 3, Platypus and 2, Damn Ready. Race number 6 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 3:35. It's the 2018 Ascot Racing Carnival Book Now Handicap over the staying trip of 2,000 metres. The replay horse, look at Navy Blue, finishing 3rd at Northern.
And Lexington Express, but it's What Did You Do at the 400 as Hill now comes around his heels with Magic Las Vegas to lay down the gauntlet. 2 lengths behind them, Navy Blue. Abel Dane still battling on and is there. Hill goes to work now, reaches the lead with Magic Las Vegas at the 200 from What Did You Do, who's going to stick and fight hard. It's Magic Las Vegas, What Did You Do? They're having a 2-horse war. Magic Las Vegas with his head in front. What Did You Do? Keeps coming back though. He gets his head in front in the shadows. What Did You Do?
Navy Blue has been a naughty boy for several rivals, not only in WA but also back in the east when he was trained by Darren Weir. But he now gets William Pike aboard and a gear change of the blinkers, which is what Martin Allen said he would do to the stewards after the replay race. Wizard on top, he's got the form in the book, blinkers, not the deepest of races. He goes on top, but he isn't the safest of punting conveyances. From number 7, Accelerate. This won a Northern maiden last time out, beating Diamond Anniversary by 1 1/4 lengths. Look, gets a wide gate here, but really respect the connections Darren McAuliffe in a race such as this. Barrier number 14. I think if he was a lot closer, it'd be a lot shorter in the market. Number 1, Abel Dane looks likely to roll in front for Emma Stent, who claims the 3 down to 56.5. It's all going to depend as to how quickly Abel Dane goes in the first 3 quarters of the race. If he's got gas left at the end, he'll be very hard to run down. And then number 6, Take No Prisoners, was 3rd in a fast run race at Belmont last start. He goes in the minors based on that. Also just going to make a note here of number 8, Albilar, was really well backed last time out over 1,400 metres, steps up to 2,000 here. He can go around without me today. My top selection in race 6 is number 12, Navy Blue, to beat 7, Accelerate, 1, Abel Dane and 6, Take No Prisoners. Race number 7 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 4:10. It's the owners only supporting WA Racehorse Owners Handicap over 1,650 metres. The replay horse is double digit, finishing 9th last time out.
Man time by 5 over the Nacodian. Pims Royale called upon under his big weight. And then Electric Light still 6 to 7 off the leader. Man time went to the 200, 3.5, 4 clear. Electric Light, Pims Royale running on with 100 left to go. Man time's in front but stopping. Electric Light cutting it down with Pims Royale. She's lifting Man time. Electric Light lunging Man time. Man time, I think, has just...
I wouldn't read too much into the replay performance of Double Digit. He was $61 that day. He was in a higher grade of race and he was over an unsuitable trip of 1,200 metres. If you go back to his last campaign, he won at Geraldton over 1,600 metres with Brodie Kirby in the saddle, and then he came to town in a 72 plus handicap and was only beaten a length and 3/4 by Middle Earth over 1,800 metres. I do like his chances over the 1,650 on Wednesday. I think he might represent some value. Goes on top from number 3, Russian River. This is another horse that's dropping in grade, another horse with electric light form lines. He was 5 1/4 lengths behind that horse last start. I don't mind him in this race here. He's dropping from a 66 plus into a 60 plus race. Number 1, Flying Raw, was an impressive winner last start. He missed the start, thought it was all over by the shouting, but they didn't go particularly hard. It was a low rating race with a slow tempo, so he got to tack on and he came home really strong. This is the first time this horse has tackled this distance. He keeps Taylor Stone in the saddle. You've got to keep him on side here, but I wouldn't mind betting around him at bigger prices elsewhere. And then number 7, Solar Sky, another horse like Russian River, whose best is certainly good enough to win this race. Pike's on this horse for the first time, does get bar plates however. Has had 52 days off since its disappointing first 3 runs this preparation. But if you go back to that run at Ascot just before Christmas, when he was only 2.5 lengths behind Star Value, that's good enough to be winning this. My top selection in race number 7, I'm going to go with number 4, Double Digit, to beat 3 Russian River, 1 Flying Raw and 7 Solar Sky. Race number 8 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 4:45. It's the 5th leg handicap over 1,650 metres. The last start performance of Niconi's Boy is the one we'll look at in replay.
On home in the straight they run. Mr. Albie has raced up to Cubitt and County. Niconi's Boy, Time to Hunt is weaving clear now, and then came Starkle, and further out is Midnight Drama. Mr. Albie has raced up, hit the front with Time to Hunt. Niconi's Boy giving chase. Wider out is Starkle, and then came on the inside Cubitt and County, but Mr. Albie has got the lead. On the outside, Niconi's Boy, Time to Hunt, but Mr. Albie's done.
I think this is a pretty even race here, race number 8. Going to go with number 3, Niconi's Boy. He beats all bar the mile specialist at Belmont, that's Mr. Albie, now 3 from 3 over that trip. That was just 7 days ago, so he's on the quick back up here. I think he should be competitive if he reproduces that performance where he's only beaten a length and 1/4. Those form lines behind King Blitz and Peppy Jack, I think, are pretty strong. Goes on top from number 1, First Growth. Won its Northern Maiden 2 starts ago, and then was only beaten half a length behind Skinning Tins last time out at the same venue in this grade. William Pike was aboard that day. He sticks on Wednesday. Number 4, The Real Zeal, is a real staying type. He's up to 1,600 metres here, having been campaigned over 1,400 metres for the first 2 runs this campaign. I still think he wants a little bit further here, but certainly goes in the numbers. And then number 10, Motivator, a really fast finisher, but I'm not sure where he'll get to from the inside gate, or barrier 2 rather, under trainer and jockey Kyrie Yule. She, of course, rode a winner at Belmont last Wednesday. My top selection in race number 8, going to go with number 3, Niconi's Boy, to beat 1 First Growth, 4 The Real Zeal and 10 Motivator. Race number 9 at Belmont on Wednesday will jump at 5:20. It's the Perth Racing Club membership handicap over 1,400 metres. The replay horse, let's have a look at the last start of Recharger.
Our mate Charlie last into the home straight, recharges the leader, about 2 in front of King of Chaos and King Blitz, who wobbled out there. He's starting to run on at the 250. Recharger, King Blitz. Look at King Blitz though, cutting him down. He's been off the track all the way. Very promising galloper in the making, King Blitz. He's pulling right away from them, and another very impressive win. Goes on to record a hat-trick. Edwards having a look around to the left and the right.
Recharger, he's certainly knocking on the door for trainer Cliff Green and jockey Emma Stent. He's placed either 2nd or 3rd in each of his last 3 races. They've all been over 1,400 at Belmont Park. Emma's yet to ride a city winner since she came back to the competitive riding ranks. She may well be getting one on Wednesday. Recharger goes on top from number 15, Quest of Venus, who comes out at that same race. I'm really hoping that is the right form line for Brad Graham and Peter Nucky down towards the bottom of the weights. Number 1, Rebellion Air, trialled really well, beating Villago by 2 lengths, and then was a little bit disappointing first up. He was wide in that race. It was on a heavy track and it was over 1,200 metres. He's a definite query runner here. The bar plates go on for Team DMAC, Darren McAuliffe. And then number 2, This Away. Okay first up, I thought, over 1,200 metres. Now steps up to 1,400. He's won 2 from 3 over the trip and placed in the other one. He's just drawn pretty badly here. Barrier number 13 for the Trevor Andrews Galloper. My top selection in race number 9, going with 7, Recharger, to beat 15, Quest of Venus, 1, Rebellion Air, and 2, This Away. It's now time to nominate my best bets on the 9-race Belmont card. Going in race number 2 with number 8, the debutante Arcadia Queen, and then in race number 5, number 5, Fraternise, first up for Team Pierce. It's easy to stay up to date with everything that's happening at Perth Racing. You can log on to our website or you can follow us on one of our social media channels. Until next time, bye for now.